Hello everyone, welcome to the Old Man and the Read. My name is Jerry. Today I'm going to talk about one of the writers that I consider one of the best writers out today. Her name is Jesmyn Ward, and she's just an exceptional writer. She's an American novelist. She was born in 1977, so for an old man like me, she's still pretty young. She's roughly the same age as my kids. But as well as being a novelist, she also has a day job, and that's professor at Tulane University. But she's only written 4 novels and a couple of nonfiction. So she's not real prolific, but of the 4 novels, 2 of them have won National Book Awards. So she's really well regarded by the public. But just an exceptional writer. She just writes in very lyrical prose, and it's quite poetic at times. So anyway, I'll show you the books I've read by her and try to say a little bit about them. The first book I have, published in 2008, and this was her first novel, Where the Line Bleeds. And this is a story of a pair of twins that are growing up in rural Mississippi, trying to navigate life after high school. They're trying to determine what they're going to do, and they each end up choosing different paths. But it's really a brutally honest story about life in these poverty-stricken areas, and the just complete lack of opportunity for its people. In 2011, she published Salvage the Bones, and this is the story of a dirt poor family living near the Gulf Coast of the Gulf of Mexico, and it's in the days leading up to Hurricane Katrina. It's narrated by a 14-year-old, Esh, and Esh is pregnant. She has 3 brothers, and they're living in a motherless family, and their father is alcoholic. But it's really a gritty story, and can be disturbing in places because there are some descriptions of dog fights, but just a marvelously written book, and just it's Jesmyn Ward's prose that really come out outstanding. In 2013, she published Men We Reap. This is a nonfiction. It's a memoir of Ward growing up in rural Mississippi, and in the book she discusses 5 young men she knew who died early deaths. Those were because of accident, murder, and suicide. But it's the essay is basically about being black in America, and how that fact alone was what contributed to the deaths of the 5 young men. In 2017, she published Sing, Unburied Sing, and this is a story about a 13-year-old boy. He has a drug-addicted black mother and a white drug-addicted father, but and he also has a really likable grandfather. But it's about much of it is about him on a road trip he reluctantly took with his mother and her drug-addicted friend to go pick up his father, who was being released from prison. And then the story slowly transitions into a bit of a ghost tale, and it's a kind of a strange premise, but Ward pulled it off so marvelously using just her incredible prose. In 2020, she published Navigate Your Stars, and when this came out, I was just trying to find anything by Jesmyn Ward to read, and it came out, so I grabbed it up. But this is basically her commencement speech that she gave in Tulane University, and it's actually quite a marvelous book. She tells about her struggles trying to become a writer, but it's just marvelously written. And the last book I have, published in 2023, is Let Us Descend. And this is a historical novel, so it's a little bit different than any of the other books I've read. But this follows a young slave girl named Annis. She is growing up with her mother on a plantation in North Carolina, and then her mother later is sold off to a trade, or to be taken away, and shortly after that, Annis herself is sold, and she's taken away by who are referred to as Georgia men. But it discusses her marching from, or being taken from North Carolina to New Orleans. She's in a line of slaves chained together, and this part of the book is extremely well written, just a marvelous description. It's written in the first person from Annis's point of view, and her descriptive prose just really puts the reader in that line of slaves that are struggling so desperately. Then the story tells about Annis being bought by a new slave owner, and the horrible conditions she's under until she finally is able to take matters into her own hand, and that leads to a final conclusion. And Jesmyn Ward did throw in a little bit of magical realism, I guess you'd call it, where Annis speaks to a spirit named Asa off and on. But those are the books I've read by Jesmyn Ward. She's a marvelous writer, just exceptionally good lyrical prose, and a very enjoyable read. So I'd like to thank you for watching the video, and hopefully you'll watch another. Thanks.